as the Bulldogs get ready for their, again, their first home conference match of the season, coming in at 1-0 in conference play after a thrilling victory over St. Edmund on the road a week ago tonight. They are 1-1 overall. Meanwhile, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows comes in at 2-4 overall, 0-1 in conference play after falling on the road to Iowa Falls-Alden in their conference opener. Well, the schedule of conference plays in its second week. Highway 3 foes are clashing tonight. Hampton-Dumont-CAL has been involved in some exciting matches, both having gone to 5 sets. Seemed like they were down and out after last week's first set against St. Edmund, but roared back for that improbable victory. They've certainly got things to clean up, but it was a much-needed boost of momentum. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows also has had a week since their last match, which was a 3-1 loss at Iowa Falls-Alden, and while it's been a slow start for the Cowgirls, they've shown consistency and balance on offense that'll keep teams guessing. So a chance for them to get back on track. CGD has historically owned this series, but Hampton-Dumont-CAL snapped an 8-match losing streak with last year's 3-2 win over in Clarion. I'm going to take time out, and when I come back, I've got an interview lined up with a couple of the Bulldog players. It's high school volleyball coming up in just moments here on 104.9 KLMJ and Radio on the Go on YouTube. Hampton-Dumont-CAL and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows volleyball is coming up at about 7 o'clock here on 104.9 KLMJ and Radio on the Go on YouTube. Last week, after the thrilling 3-2 victory over St. Edmund on the road, I got a chance to talk to Bulldog volleyball players Maren Subert and Madison Helskov. So here's that interview right now on what was an epic night for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. I'm being joined on Radio on the Go Sports by Hampton-Dumont-CAL's Maren Subert here on the left, Madison Helskov on the right. A 3-2 victory here at St. Edmund tonight. What an epic comeback this was after falling 25-8 in the first set. First of all, what's going through you guys' minds right now about this incredible team victory?
It's crazy. It's awesome to feel, as a new team with a lot of young people, it's just a great feeling.
I would say just a lot of emotions coming through, happiness and everything, but just we pulled it off, and that's really exciting for us this year for our team, so it's just great. First up of the season, so feeling great.
So kind of wanted to just walk through this one. That first set, 25-8, St. Ed's came out on top in that one. Things not going well for you guys. They had a whole bunch of service aces. Tell me a little bit about that first set, what was going wrong, but then ultimately how you guys were able to react to that first set and come back in set two.
I would just say maybe not locked in. I'm not sure. Like just our team's heads might not have been there. So after that, just coming together as one, working as a unit, just coming back, really like showed we got it. So that gave us kind of the momentum to push through, make it past, and win that 5th set.
Yeah, I think since as it's a lot of our team is freshmen, it was our first like away game, and so I think there was a lot of nerves and there was a lot of, especially when we had hard serves, but I think that pulled us together, put us together as a team, and gave us that momentum and energy to finish it.
So you win sets 2 and 3, fall behind a little bit in set 4, not quite able to come back there, but then set 5, that's always a fight to the death, right? Tell me about that set, how you guys were able to navigate the back and forths. I mean, it was tied, I want to say 11-11 at some point. You guys were able to pull away and close it out.
Yeah.
So we kind of knew only set to 15, so we knew we had to go right away, get going. I think after losing that, we kind of knew like, oh yeah, we got to go like right now, like we got to lock in and go, and I think that really just helped us and pushed through. Everybody was really hype after each point, you know, coming through, block, excited, like kill, serves, everything mattered, and we just all came together as one, and we made it happen.
No, I think it was just that desire that we had. Like we wanted this win and we wanted it more, and so it was that desire and that hustle and that grit that pushed us through there.
And you know, as far as the importance of this match, even though it's still super early in the season, the fact that you guys, you know, didn't roll over after that first set and still made this competitive, this could have been a whole different match. But what does this do for your guys' confidence moving forward, especially this being a conference match, moving out to 1-0 in conference play?
I think this just shows that we got it in a conference. We can push through hard games. You know, there's going to be tough ones coming up, but this one just showed that we have the capability to do it and push through. You know, last 2 games have been 5th set, so we know, and we fell short in the first one. So this one we kind of knew, like, hey, we got to go. We got this one. So coming from this one and moving on forward, we can, if we have to go to that 5th set, we just know how the feeling is to win and get that. So pushing us to get that would be great for us.
I think a lot of our conference teams are gonna be like, oh, they're young, it'll be fine. But we showed up, we're young, we got grit, we'll show up, we'll play. So I think being able to show and prove ourselves has been a great help in the conference.
I want to ask about your guys' roles individually. Marin, I know for you, stepping into a much larger role here this year, you know, playing middle hitter, but whole bunch of blocks, whole bunch of kills here tonight. Just describe your role, how you've been able to kind of, you know, progress throughout your career to put yourself in position to, you know, perform at such a high level this year.
Yeah, so I was always told that being a middle, you're protecting your family, and that's how I view it. And so I'm like, I have to get these blocks, I got these kills. Like these people behind me, I need to protect my back row, I need to protect my family. And so I know that I need to step up and be in charge in that front row to be a good team player at the middle.
Madison, for you being a multi-year starter, you were kind of, you know, mixing up a little bit out there. You know, you got your kills certainly. I know you had to set a few times to a couple other teammates. How would you describe your role? How you're kind of able to be versatile, mix it up out there?
Especially this year, I knew like big role, like leader to come through for this team since we are so young. So stepping in, I know I did a little setting and hitting last year, but I knew this year like it really would count. So all that from last year and everything else, just pulling through and finally like proving that, you know, I can do it. Like really my confidence has grown to myself, knowing that I got this. Like right, I might have one error, but coming back and like learning, like, yeah, I got it, pushing it away. I feel like years in the past I would get really down on myself and like that wouldn't help, but this year like I'm like just got to move past it for my team because they're counting on me, so I have to be able to be there for them.
All right, what are some of the biggest areas you guys are going to be looking to grow as a team? I know that maybe the serve-receive game wasn't quite on point tonight. If you talk about maybe that and some other things you're kind of looking to grow here based on this match here tonight.
I think a lot of trust and connections. Like we just need to get used to playing with each other as a team and getting that trust and connections, and then getting the talk up, getting that communication up so that we know where everybody is on the court.
Yep, I agree. Communication, I feel like after every set we're like, oh yeah, we can communicate more. We always know that we got to talk more, and yeah, again, trusting each other. There's sometimes some mix-up balls that we didn't trust our teammates that they were there. So like playing together and learning that, yep, they're there, we know. Like just falling on them to know that they're going to be there and have our backs if we need.
All right. Any thoughts on your next match? Clarion-Goldfield-Dows coming to your guys' place here next week? Maybe haven't thought about that too much, huh?
Well, I would say back in the new gym, always a good feeling, but coming in strong, you know, another conference, we got to go get them so we can continue our season and, you know, just push through. We got it.
Yeah, just saying, being ready, like we know how we can play, we know what we can do, and just keeping that mental game up.
All right, that's
ready.
You bet. That's Hampton-Dumont-CAL's Marion Subert and Madison Hellscope. Thank you guys so much for the time tonight.
Thank you.
All right, again, that was an interview from last week's victory at St. Edmund. 3-2. The Bulldogs came out on top. I'm going to take another timeout and introduce the starting lineups when I come back. It's Hampton-Dumont-CAL and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows volleyball, live from the brand new Hampton-Dumont-CAL gym in just a moment. Let's meet the starters. First of all, for the road team, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Number 12 is sophomore setter and right side, Harper Nerline. Number 6 is sophomore middle hitter, Ella Feineran. Number 7 is senior outside hitter, Claire Kirstein. Number 15 is junior setter, Blair Askelson. Number 5 is junior right-sided middle hitter, Ella Engstrom. And number 4 is senior outside hitter, Jacqueline Kirstein. And the libero is number 10, a junior Quinn Brooks. And for the home team, Hampton-Dumont-CAL, number 14 is junior outside hitter Madison Hellscove. Number 12 is junior middle Marion Subert. Number 2, junior setter Kenley Hansen. Number 7 is junior outside hitter Addison Albers. Number 1 is sophomore middle Bridget Broquet, and number 6 is freshman right side Sylvie Morton. The libero is number 4, a freshman Kendall Ilders. The head coach of the Bulldogs is Sarah Miller. The head coach of the Cowgirls is Jess Snail. I'm going to take a timeout for the national anthem. Our first serve is next. Hampton-Dumont-CAL and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows volleyball is moments away. Last year when these teams met over in Clarion, the Bulldogs snapped an 8-game losing streak in this series with a 3-2 victory. So a 5-setter. Let's see if they do that again. Hampton-Dumont-CAL knows nothing but 5-set matches here this year. They started it off 2 weeks ago today with a loss in 5 sets at home to West Fork. And then last week in the conference opener at St. Edmund, they won 3-2 after a really rough opening set. They were able to claw back after getting just dominated in set 1, but they were able to close it out in epic fashion. Some of the players to watch here for this one tonight. Madison Helskov of Hampton-Dumont-CAL is at 2.8 kills per set, which is now the 4th best in the North Central Conference. A little bit down from 3.6 after that first match of the season against West Fork. She did actually lead the conference at one point in that category, but did have 10 kills on a 115 hitting percentage, so she'll look to increase that. The Bulldogs hit just .079 against St. Edmund last Thursday night. So we are getting everything squared away. It is the 2nd ever match in this brand new Hampton-Dumont-CAL gym. The Bulldogs will look for their 1st ever victory in this new gym after a close loss to West Fork 2 weeks back. All right, the officials are making sure everyone's all in the correct rotation, making sure it's all good to go, and we're going to have ourselves some North Central Conference volleyball. Clear Lake and Webster City are both idle tonight in league play. We'll get you some other scores from around the North Central Conference as we go along through tonight's broadcast. But Algona is at Humboldt, and Iowa Falls Alden is at St. Edmund, also in the North Central here tonight. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will serve from left to right, and we are underway. It's a serve from Harper Nerline for a service ace. So heck of a start for CGD. An ace from Nerline left to right. And Clarion-Goldfield-Dows is now on top, 1-0. Landed directly in between all of Hampton-Dumont-CAL's players. So the Bulldogs will look for a bounce back. And this serve is going to be played in the back row by Morton. Angles over to the right, and that's going to be another service ace. Remember last week the Bulldogs gave up an insane number of service aces in a row, 7 in the first set to St. Edmund. So serve receive will be a crucial factor here in this match. Morton receives it in the back row. This one is playable for the Bulldogs. Soft tap on the left side by Helskov. High set left, Kirstein into the net, and there's a block by Maren Subert of Hampton-Dumont-CAL rising up in the middle. And the Bulldogs are now down by 1 at 2-1. Left side attack into the blockers. Subert was there. So was Albers over on the far side of the net. And a substitution coming in for the Bulldogs. It'll be Elsie Cooper replacing Kenley Hansen. HD Cal is going with black jerseys. White numbers in text with red outlines. And this serve is long from Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Oh, it did hit the line, they said. So we are tied at 2. Holy smokes, that was extremely close. Just hit the line. And Madison Helskov picks up a service ace. So we are tied at 2 here in set number 1. CGD on the attack, right side. This one angles left off of Ella Finneran. On the right side, it's Cooper of HD Cal. Set to the right. Into the blockers. Albers and Subert combine for it. And Hampton-Dumont-CAL leads it 3-2. Nice response for the Bulldogs after a little bit of a slow start. Looks like Addison Albers was there as well. Go ahead and give her credit for that one. Left side attack into the net again. And it's a Hampton-Dumont-CAL point. The Bulldogs now lead it 4-2. CGD scored the first 2. HD Cal has scored the last 4. Helskov serves again. High arcing over the net from right to left as I see it. Set to the left side and pushed toward the back line by CGD's Askelson. Up on the left side, it was flicked up to the net. Took a roll on top of the net. CGD on the attack to the back line of the push by Kirstein. Now to the left side, Albers in the net. Being tapped around by CGD and down for a Hampton-Dumont-CAL point. It is 5-2 Bulldogs. So again, the black jersey here for HD-Cal tonight, red shorts. The Bulldog libero Eildert's wearing a white jersey with black numbers and text, red outlines. Askelson with a one-hand shot over the net. It's down for a point for CGD. And Clarion-Goldfield-Dows back to within 2. It's 5-3, Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Far from the hardest kill. However, they'll get the job done either way. 5-3 Bulldogs here in set 1. Serve is received by Eilerts of HD-Cal. Set to the left side, Albers with the attack. What a shot! The diving libero Brooks of CGD couldn't get the dig. Up into the bleachers it went, and HD-Cal leads at 6-3. And now Marin Subert will serve. This one will come from right to left. Her first serve of the night is too long for a service error. Bulldogs now with 1 ace and 1 error. They had 9 service errors last week against St. Edmund and 5 aces. They did serve 90%, which is much better than what they've done on the season as a whole, which is around 85. Here's Askelson in the middle, angles it left, down for CGD points. 6-4, Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Askelson with her second kill. And CGD comes in with a pretty balanced offensive attack. You know, the averages at this point of the season maybe don't tell the whole story, but they are 6 matches in. This is their 7th, whereas Hampton-Dumont-CAL is only playing their 3rd match. Albers puts it into the net. 6-6 is our score, all tied up here once again after a little bit of a surge by the Bulldogs. But Ella Finneran leading with 1.4 kills per set, 1.2 for Jacqueline Kirstein and Ella Engstrom, 1.1 for Claire Kirstein. Here's a two-handed push over the net from the middle by Helsko. Lofted up left, and unreturnable by CGD. Over on the far side of the court, it was Kirstein. It actually hit the pole that holds the net up. 7-6 Hampton-Dumont-CAL. And here it comes from right to left over the net on the HD-Cal serve. Left side attack, rolls on the net. Diving dig is made by Albers. However, not going to result in a Bulldog point. It goes to Clarion-Goldfield-Dows instead. And we are tied at 7. And now Sarah Miller is out near the court, motioning for them to wipe up some moisture off the floor. I believe. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of a wet spot down there. Or maybe someone had some blood that dropped on the floor. Yeah, they're breaking out the old disinfectant wipes. So that'll give us a brief moment here. 7-7 is our score here in set number 1. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows and Hampton-Dumont-CAL, second ever match in this gymnasium, varsity-wise anyway. Tomorrow night on 104.9 KLMJ, Hampton-Dumont-CAL and Iowa Falls-Alden in the battle for Bradford. Kickoff will be at 7:30 p.m. Pre-game coverage at 6:45. Certainly hope you're able to join us for that. Myself and Danny Stevens will be on the call. So Addison Albers gets a little bit of gauze wrapped around one of her knees, so she may have dropped a little blood on the floor. So they got that all squared away, and we are ready to resume, it looks like. CGD student section may be a little bit late to the party here, just rolling in here. And a long serve here by CGD, too far out the back by Ashlyn Smith. So they now have 1 service error to 2 aces, and here comes Hampton-Dumont-CAL with Albers to serve, right to left, line drive to the back line, too far long. Sarah Miller told me before the match serving was going to be a crucial factor, especially with how close things were last week against St. Edmund, with all those service errors racking up. Now 9 in 5 sets is certainly a little better than 9 in 3 sets, but still a lot. It's going to be a long free ball from the back line by Albers, might have been going out, but CGD keeps it in play. On the right side, this one heading to the back line. It's going to be Harper Nerline with a kill. 9-8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. This could be a tight one. The Cowgirls are wearing black jerseys which have white numbers and text with red shoulders, which fade back down to black sleeves. This serve receive is high up in the air, almost hit the ceiling here from Eilderts. Left side free ball here from Helskov over the net. Askelson sets middle. To the back line, a swing by Finneran, but dug in the back by Albers. It's going to be a joust, won by Helskov. Great athletic play by Helskov, running up to the net, records her first kill. Kind of just flicked it up and over, and the diving libero of CGD couldn't quite get after it. We are tied at 9. HD Cal serves. From the middle, it's Askelson on a free ball, and a lunging dig is made by Hansen. Left side, Helskov. Down to the back row, dig is made by Engstrom. Helskov and Suber combine for a block, and there's CGD with the answer. Askelson up on the right side puts the Cowgirls in front, 10-9. It was just a soft tap up there on the left. Askelson has 3. Back and forth we go here between these NCC foes. This left-handed serve angles long. Helskov with a shot and a kill. Just got over the net, and the blockers deflected it straight down. Helskov picks up her second kill of the match and the set. And now Morton serves. That is an ace. Sylvie Morton with a service ace. And the Bulldogs are back in front, 11-10. Morton will do it again. The Bulldogs now have 2 aces in the match. Another hard serve, angles right from Morton. They're gonna have to play it from out of bounds. Underhand free ball over, and Morton with the dig. Sent to the middle, it's Suberts. Tipped to the net, and out to the back row it goes. Left side attack, too far long, but Albers tried to keep it in. It's gonna be a kill for Claire Kirstein. And we are tied at 11. Tied at 11. The Bulldogs had some mistakes in the back row last week against St. Edmund as well, just about judging those balls coming across. Helskov left side attack into the blockers. She's heating up here in this opening set. She's got 3 kills. 12-11 Bulldogs. She had just 10 last week against St. Edmund. So maybe she's gonna have another big night here. See if she can bounce back after only 10 kills in 5 sets. On the right side, it's fired over the nets by Elsie Cooper of HD Cal. Left side attack here, it's Kirstein. Albers sends it down from left to right, and a Hampton-Dumont-CAL kill. 13-11 Bulldogs. Addison Albers on the board for the first time tonight. 13-11, Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Helskov with the serve and the ace. Engstrom dove out. Madison Helskov with ace number 2. The Bulldogs have 3, and CGD calls timeout. Hampton-Dumont-CAL 14, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 11 here in set 1. Hampton-Dumont-CAL 14, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 11 here in set 1. Madison Helskov just served for an ace. Let's see if she can do it again. Cleanly playable by CGD. Askelson left side puts it in the net. 15-11 Bulldogs. The sound really reverberates in this new gym. Lots of concrete. And Helskov serves long. 3 aces, 3 service errors by HD Cal here in the match. 15-12 is the Bulldog lead. Hard serve. This one from Fitteran. Out of the right side. It hits the net on its way over Cooper. Left side attack, Kirstein. Dig is made by Albers. Lunging dig, Helskov. Albers left side. Dug in the back row, CGD. Left side attack, it's Kirstein. Dug by Helskov. Albers up left. Pushes it over. Now Kirstein arcs it over the net where the dig is made by Helskov of HD Cal. Right side Cooper. An elbow dig is made by Brooks. And unreturnable for CGD. 16-12 Hampton-Dumont-CAL. You don't have to see a player reach out their elbow and kind of chicken wing that dig, but that's what happened right there. Super serves here for HD Cal, leading 16-12. High arcing shot over the net, diving dig Helskov, an underhand free ball Albers. Brooks lofts it up high right side. And smacked down by Engstrom, her first kill of the match. Ella Engstrom gets on the board for CGD, keeping them within striking distance. 16-13 Hampton-Dumont-CAL. And a serve that hits the net on its way over. The serve received by Eilderts gets returned back. Dig by Cooper up in the air. Helskov sets left to Albers. Met right at the net by HD Cal and pushed back over. Excellent heads-up play by Broquet. And this shot angles to the left, lands in bounds. That is going to be a point CGD. 16-14. It was pushed to the left by Askelson in the middle. 16-14 Bulldogs. Helskov sets left, Albers. Two-hand push over the net it goes. Kirstein with a dig. Right side arc. Engstrom over the net it goes. And another point to CGD. 16-15. 3 straight Cowgirl points. Kirstein will serve again. Bulldogs are in front by 1. And here comes the serve. Playable for Morton. It goes up against the net. The serve receive does, and we are tied at 16. CGD has come back, and now it's anyone's set. Tied at 16, set number 1. Here comes the serve. Morton there to receive it. Albers up in the air, and a free ball push by Helskov in the middle. She's on the front line right now. Launched way too far to the back by Kirstein. And HD Cal leads at 17-16. Jacqueline Kirstein pushed it long. And here it comes, a serve by HD Cal. This one from Hansen. Almost went out of bounds from CGD, and a behind the back free ball by Askelson. Left side, Albers booms it down. Bulldogs lead by 2. What a shot by Albers up on the left side. She's one that the Bulldogs are going to be counting on all year. 18-16 Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Served by Hansen. Lofted up by Brooks Libero. Left side, it's Kirstein to the back row. Helskov lunges for the dig. Left side set here for Albers. Through the ricochet of CGD and down for the point. 19-16 Hampton-Dumont-CAL. And a timeout has been called by CGD. Bulldogs 19, Cowgirls 16. We're in set number 1 here inside the Hampton-Dumont-CAL gym. We're in set number 1. It's Hampton-Dumont-CAL 19, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 16. Second ever match in this new Hampton-Dumont-CAL gym. Bulldogs are 0-1 all time in this facility. And a service error by Kenley Hansen, the fourth of the set here for the Bulldogs. So that's 3 points to the opponent right there. Again, a point of emphasis from Coach Sarah Miller was to have clean serves all night. They've been burned by a few of them. Askelson serves, angles right, received by Helskov. Set it left to Morton. Launched it long. Was it tipped? No, it was not. Point to Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 2 straight points by the Cowgirls. And they've come back yet again. They fought back to tie it at 16. Now a chance to tie it again at 19. Lofted up left. Morton just over top the net it goes. What a dig by Kirstein. Up the right. Jousted the net. CGD with a chance. But it's free ball by Kirstein. Lunging dig Eilderts. Right side Morton. Slaps it toward the back. And free ball to the net by Engstrom. Hansen sets it left. Here comes Albers. Launches it too far to the right. And we are tied at 19. Tied at 19 in set number 1. Who's going to take the momentum into the second set? Askelson serves. Played in the back row by Eilderts. Hansen with a set. It's Albers with a push. Nerling couldn't get the dig. Left side, it's Albers into the blockers of CGD. But playable again for HD Cal. What a shot by Albers up on the left side. And yet again, CGD makes a run. But Addison Albers there to slam the door on the momentum. And we got an official's timeout. Albers tying up her shoe. And we're ready to roll. Here comes the serve by Albers. It hit the line on the right side and a service ace. Just when the Bulldogs needed it the most. Now up by 2, CGD watched it sail. They thought it was going out. It hit the line and landed in. Serving it to the same spot. It's playable by Nerling. Left side attack. Kirstein too far out the back. Bulldogs get the point. It's 22-19. Albers with the serve. Playable by CGD. Nerling free balls. But it lands out of bounds. Point to Hampton-Dumont-CAL. 23-19. Cowgirls can't call timeout again. Bulldogs still have both of theirs. Albers continues to serve. 4 straight Hampton-Dumont-CAL points. Angles right. Received by Nerling. Right side attack. The dig goes out of bounds. Oh no, it lands inbounds. Albers with a dig in the back row. The dig sailed all the way across the net, landed just in bounds. And it is now set point for HD Cal. 24-19. The Bulldogs have scored 5 straight. Serve received by Nerline up in the air. And they can't return it back over. 25-19. Hampton-Dumont-CAL takes set number 1. Set 2's next. Set 2 is coming up in just a moment. You're on 104.9 KLMJ and Radio on the Go on YouTube. John Mullen coming to you from the Hampton-Dumont-CAL gym. HD-Cal defeated CGD 25-19 in set 1, including scoring the final 6 points for the victory after we were tied at 19. Hey, Radio on the Go News and Sports has a new home on Facebook. Give us a follow at facebook.com/Radio on the Go, and also check us out on X and YouTube at Radio on the Go. Here comes the Bulldog crowd, bringing this place to life. Radio on the Go is the new Facebook page for all news and sports stuff from On the Go Media. That's the words Radio on the Go, separated by bullet points between each word. And please continue to follow both the KLMJ and 99 The Wave Facebook pages. We're just going to be posting some more different kind of stuff on those pages. But the news and sports will be on Radio on the Go. Again, facebook.com/Radio on the Go might be the easiest way to get there if you prefer that method. So here we go, set number 2. The serve comes from HD-Cal from right to left. Smashed over in the center of the net by CGD with Finneran. Offside, Kirstein into the blockers of HD-Cal here on this open point. And a shot on the right side. It's Harper Nerling with the kill. And CGD leads it 1-0. Kill leaders from the first set, Addison Albers and Madison Helskov of HD-Cal each had 3. No other Bulldog players had a kill. Blair Askelson leads CGD with 4 of them. HD-Cal on the attack, Helskov and the blockers, but Bulldogs are able to get the dig on the return, and now it's pushed over in the center, and HD-Cal gets a point. It was a heck of a dig by Helskov. There was Sylvie Morton. I'll check that was Kelly Hansen pushing it over in the middle for the HD-Cal point, and that is Hansen's first kill of the night. We're tied at 1. This serve heads way too long by Albers. 2-1 CGD. HD-Cal now has 5 service aces on the night to 5 service errors to 4 aces. Finneran to serve from left to right. 2-1 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. And Helskov swings into that. Cowgirls lead it 3-1. Just the second best 3 of 5 match for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows on the season. Had 4 sets last week at Iowa Falls Alden. It's going to be a service ace here for CGD. It technically was contacted by another player well out of bounds, so can't technically rule it an ace, but for all intents and purposes it is. This one hits the net on the way over, and that's definitely an ace. 5-1 CGD. It hit the ribbon of the top of the net and fell down over, and Sarah Miller of Hampton-Dumont-CAL calls timeout. 5-1, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows has the lead here in set number 2. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 5, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 1 here in set number 2. The Bulldogs have a 1-set lead. Took the opener 25-19, scored 6 straight to close out the set after it was tied at 19. Let's see what kind of a response the Bulldogs are able to put together after that timeout. Cowgirls will look to ride this momentum. It's among their largest leads of the match so far. Finneran serves, received by Albers. From near the middle, it's Hubert. Fires it to the corner. Line judge says out of bounds right in front of her. 6-1 CGD. And now the CGD student section gets amped up. Finneran serves again. Left side attack. Let's go to the back line. Up into the net. Unreturnable by CGD. 4 hits is the call. And Morton will serve here for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. So far, it's been a little bit of a better serving night for HC-Cal. And Sioux Bulldogs rise up on the right side. Supers and Hansen combined for the block, now 6-3. Cowgirls still in front. Morton serves for the back line. Playable for CGD. Two-hand push on the right side. Holds it as it goes. Super goes up and it's blocked to the net by Askelson. Big time block right up there at the net. And that's a good move for a middle hitter right there. 7-3, CGD. And that is an ace. Morton dives out to receive the serve. It comes flying back under the net. First service ace tonight by Claire Kirstein, the 4th of the match for CGD. They have just 1 error at the service line. And another ace. Unreturnable by Sievers. 8-3 CGD. Back-to-back aces by Claire Kirstein. And here comes another serve. And another ace. Sievers will be subbed out in favor of Morton after back-to-back aces by Claire Kirstein. 10-3, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. And this serve receive goes up toward the net. Hansen is able to smack it back over. Askelson into the block of Schubert. Right side into the net and HC-Cal gets the point. 10-4 Cowgirls. Neither of these teams have played in an entire week. A little bit of a short serve by Helskov. It does make it over the net after it hit the top of the net. Irish with a dig. And it floats up and underneath the net. Helskov was there waiting for it. Sailed over top of the net. Not able to react to it, however. 11-4, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Askelson to serve. Received by Isles. Helskov with a step in the middle. Super with a swing to kill. Into the blockers and straight down. Now she's one that HC-Cal is really going to have to count on this season as well. Picked up just her first kill of the match right there. Let's see if she can pick up some steam here. She came on strong, especially the second half of last week's match. Tossed it up toward the net. It's going to have to be a free ball. It's pushed by Albers. It's Dows. And a lunging dig is made by Brooks. CGD Libero. They go to the point net. A double is called on CGD. 11-6. HC-Cal. CGD are going point for point now after the Cowgirls jumped out to the early advantage. Super serves. Just over the net it goes. The super receiver flies back over the net. Two-hand push back to the other side by Cooper. Stewart lofted left. Alders where the dig is made by Smith. Behind the free ball, there's Morton to dig. Elsko sets her right behind her back. Flipped over the net by Cooper. She was fading out of bounds. HC-Cal gets the point. Fading back out of bounds. It was a nice dig with the knees on the ground by Engstrom. HC-Cal ultimately gets the point. Here comes Stewart to serve again. Leaps and fires. Somewhat short. Angles right. Received by Kirkline. And unreturnable for CG. Check the replay. Also lunged out to the back line, but teammates were able to get there. It's 13-12 in favor of TGD. By Auburn. Side attack Morgan. And she gets the kill. It didn't look like mine. Morgan with her first kill of the match. The TGD players were able to react quick enough. a point to CGD. 22-20. Big time swing up on the right side. That was Ella Finneran. Nerline serves. HT-Cal able to get it back over on the spinning swing by Anson. What a dig by Albers. Goes up into the net, and there's going to be a violation. Hansen got under the net. Now it's 23-20 CGD. Sarah Miller of HT-Cal calls timeout. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 23, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 20 here in set 2. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 23, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 20 in set 2. Bulldogs lead at 1 set to 0. But the Cowgirls are 2 points away from tying it up. It'll be Harper Nerline to serve. From left to right, here it comes. To the back line, received by Albers. Left side attack, Helskov. It's a point to CGD. Was not touched by Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. It hit the top of the net and bounced back. It is now set point for the Cowgirls. A point away from tying this matchup. Serve is received by HT-Cal. It's pushed over the net and out of bounds. Point to Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Went for the dump and could not get it, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows ties it up at a set apiece with a 25-20 victory in set 2. Let's head to set 3 next. Let's head to set number 3. In just a moment, we are tied at a set apiece. Hampton-Dumont-CAL took the first set 25-19. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows took the second set 25-20. Some of the stat leaders so far: Madison Helskov has 4 kills. Addison Albers had 3. Lots of mistakes committed by the Bulldogs in that second set. Did not have many offensive points. Blair Askelson leads CGD with 4 kills. So that's what we got going on right now. Teams are back out onto the court. We will get this third set underway here momentarily. A 1-1 tie. Bulldogs have gone to 5 sets in each of their 2 matches so far. And this one certainly could still do that. And now we got the HD Cal coaching staff talking to the down ref, making sure everything's all squared away. Fishing out some of the stats here. 1 kill apiece for HD Cal's Kenley Hansen, Maren Subert, and Sylvie Morton. CGD's Ella Finneran and Claire Kirstein each have 1. 2 apiece by Harper Nerling, Ella Engstrom, and Jacqueline Kirstein. So CGD will serve from left to right. And this will be from Harper Nerling. Here it comes. It hits the line, and it's going to be a point to CGD. I guess the down ref did not see it. Let's check the replay here. See what we can see. I caught the very end of it here. So CGD gets the point. And a service ace here for Nerling. Their 7th ace of the match. Nerling's 3rd. And another one right here. It lands right in front of Morton. Back-to-back aces, and CGD has a 2-0 lead. The serve receive is not there right now for HD Cal. There's another ace. Holy smokes. So a substitution for Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Aaliyah Sweeter replaces Sylvie Morton. And let's see, Aaliyah Sweeter has appeared in 1 match so far. Only played in 1 set, so some serious action here for the Bulldog freshman. Helskov sets it left, Albers into the blockers, but HD Cal keeps alive, and Helskov free balls it back. Up to the middle. What a shot by CGD. Big time kill by Finneran. And it is 4-0 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. So Aaliyah Sweeter has just played 1 set on the season. The team had played 12 sets entering this one. And this serve is long. So Nerling with a service error, team's 4th. And that is how HD Cal gets on the board here in the 3rd set. We are tied at 1. HD Cal won the opener, 25-19. CGD won the second, 25-20. Nerling sets right to Finneran, fires it down for the CGD kill. Now Ella Finneran's got 3 in this match. 2 here through the first few points of this set. 5-1 CGD, and another long serve. This one from Finneran. So the service errors are keeping HD Cal somewhat within striking distance here. But again, a slow start here to this set by HD Cal. And Albers serves it into the net. So the Bulldogs got the benefit of a couple of service errors by the opponent, but not able to take advantage. 7 service errors to only 4 aces by the Bulldogs. This one is received cleanly. Left side Helskov into the blockers, down for the point. So now HD Cal down only 6-3. Nice shot there by Helskov, her team high 5th kill. In a 1-1 tie. And oh, this serve was touched on the way over. That was a service error dead to rights by Bridget Broquet of HD Cal. Hit in the back line by Smith of CGD. Well, at this point, HD Cal will take the points any way they can get it. Tough break for the Cowgirls there. Dumped over the net by Askelson, and the dig is made by HT-Cal. The set goes over the net. A dig attempt by Engstrom. And it goes back to the other side. Things are turning sideways a bit here for CGD. 2 straight balls that were going out of bounds. But they played them and kept them in. And this serve hits the net on its way over and lands out of bounds. And Broquet records the team's 8th service error. 7-5 CGD in set 3. We're tied at a set apiece. Askelson serves. A short serve. Set left, Helskov. Down for the kill. Smith went for the pancake dig. Could not quite get it. And Helskov with another nice shot. They're going to need her to step up. 7-6 CGD. Morton, a hard serve, down for an ace. And now the Bulldogs have tied it at 7. Morton serves, that one long. (8-7) CGD. HT-Cal with 6 aces, 9 service errors. Bulldogs will return to action on Saturday at a tournament hosted by Belmont Clemmy. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will be at a tournament at South Hardin. 8-7 Cowgirls. Helskov flicks it over on the left. Dig is made by Askelson. And here's a smack from the right by Nerline. 9-7 CGD. Always electric when these teams get together. Set to the right, it's Maren Subert. Rises up on the right side and destroys that ball. Beautiful set. Subert there to put it away. Just her 2nd kill of the night, but a big one. Helskov serves. Playable by Askelson, back row. Up on the left side, and Finneran puts it in the net. And now we are tied at 9 here in set 3. Serves received by CGD. Brooks. Free balls it over. Aldert sets it left. Pushed over the net by Albers. They blew the whistle. Albers was underneath the nets, and a point to CGD. It was a bit of a late call, but checking the replay, the left leg was underneath. 10-9 CGD. Brooks will serve. Lefty serve, playable Ilderts. Helskov behind the back set. On their right side, there's a kill for Cooper. CGD went for the dig in the back line, couldn't get it. We are tied at 10 here in set 3. One of these teams is going to have a 2-1 lead by the time this set is done. Subert serves. Set to the middle. Launched too far long by Finneran. 11-10 Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Subert serves again. Received by Askelson. Nerline sets up left. Kirstein swings over. Subert keeps it alive, and Morton went for a free ball from the back line. Didn't get enough power in it, however. So tied at 11. Nerline serves from left to right. The serve receive comes back over. And free ball returned by Finneran. Alderts lofts it up high for Albers. Now set to the left. Rising up at the net, Cooper dumps it down, but dug by the Cowgirls. Arced over the net by Albers. And free ball returned with 2 hands over the net. Helskov sets it to Cooper. Diving dig is made on the near sideline. Punched over by Askelson on the free ball. And now free ball returned by Alderts. Dig is made by Brooks. Up in the middle, Finneran. What a dig by Helskov. However, none of the teammates were there to get to it after Helskov made contact. 12-11 CGD. Now the Cowgirls were served. What a battle this is. Not a lot of momentum swings because neither team has really been able to build momentum, but possibly a momentum builder right there. A service ace by Ella Engstrom. That's her first of the match. Team's 10th. 13-11 CGD. And another ace. Morton couldn't receive it cleanly. Sorry, this is Harper Nerline serving, not Finneran. So she's got 6 aces. Here's a set to the right side. Over the net it goes. A big-time swing by Cooper. What a long free ball return by CGD. And a point at the net by HD-Cal. It's Noelle Hansen. She comes in, gives the Bulldogs some life. 14-12 is the HD-Cal deficit. Noelle Hansen has just played in 2 sets so far this season, but being called on in a big moment here. A swiping free ball over the net by CGD. Over on the right side, Sweeter able to get it back over. A dig attempt now. Helskov diving out of bounds. Not able to get there. 15-12 CGD. They're 10 points away from a 2-1 lead. Up on the left side, Sweeter swings it over. Dig is made by Brooks. Right side attack by Engstrom, and the dig is made by HD-Cal with Hansen. Pushed over Sweeter. Returned by Askelson, up toward the net. Sweeter up against the net as well, couldn't keep it in play. And CGD leads 16-12. They're now 9 points away. Each team still has both timeouts here in this set. Bumped up in the air, swung into the net by Albers. 17-12 Cowgirls, and there's the first time out of the set called by HD-Cal coach Sarah Miller. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 17, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 12 here in set 3. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 17, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 12. Here in set 3, tied at a set apiece. And here comes a serve by CGD, received cleanly by Helskov. Left side Sweeter, timing was off, couldn't get it over. 18-12 CGD. 7 points away from a 2-1 lead. Here comes the serve. Lunging out of bounds to receive it, Albers. Here comes Helskov from the middle, playable in the back row. Left side attack into the HD Cal blockers. No net violation. Dig is made by Albers right up against the net. Now they blow the whistle. Over the net call on CGD. So they determined that it happened in the middle of the set, not right when the call was made. And that gives HD Cal a point here. Bulldogs now down 18-13. Still kind of have their backs against the wall. And Blair Askelson is still receiving explanation and now relaying the message again to her head coach. So we're gonna, and now she goes back to the ref over on the far side. So I'm not sure why they're continuing to dispute this. I mean, I don't think they're going to change the call at this point. I mean, they blew the play dead in the middle, so they kind of have to stick with the call at that point. So 18-13 is the CGD lead. And now Albers serves, received in the back row, Brooks of CGD. Engstrom left side, and HD Cal went for the block. It was Morton and Hansen, that's Noelle Hansen, going up for the block on the left side, not able to get there. 19-13 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, 6 points away from a 2-1 lead. From the middle, it's Albers, swings it to the back line. Dig is made by Nerline. Left side, Helskov hits the antenna with it. 20-13 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows in what's turning out to be the most lopsided set of the night so far. 20-13 Cowgirls, 5 points away from a 2-1 lead. Clean serve received, does go out of bounds. It's bumped over the net by Albers from the back line. Left side, Kirstein. Helskov up on the left. Was it tipped? It went out of bounds. It was not tipped. CGD gets the point. They now lead 21-13. Cowgirls are 4 points away from taking a 2-1 lead. Two players in the back row there to receive it. And total miscommunication by HD Cal. Helskov and Noelle Hansen were both kind of in the same spot. I think they both thought the other was going to get it. A 9-point Clarion-Goldfield-Dows lead. Serve received by Albers gets returned back over the net. Set left, Helskov swings. Big time dig on the other side by Claire Kirstein. Here's a swing near the net by Noelle Hansen. From the right side, Hansen rises up, goes for the block. Don't think it would have made it over anyway. 22-14 CGD. Subert comes back in. So does Broquet. Now the 6 on the floor for HD Cal. Broquet, Albers, Kenley Hansen, Helskov, Morton, and Subert. And a service airs straight into the net here from Broquet. He's kind of angling down the whole way, got on top of that one. 23-14 Cowgirls. This is turning out to be a pretty quick set. High-arcing serve. Subert swings long. Set point CGD, 24-14. The largest lead of the night for either team. And Askelson will serve to try to give CGD a 2-1 lead. Here it comes. It's received on the other side, Eilderts. Helskov left side, puts it down inside the line. She and Maren Subert certainly are going to have to step up here for HD Cal. Albers as well offensively. If HD Cal wants to have any chance of winning this one. Engstrom swings for CGD, up in the middle. Sent by Albers, and Subert sends it long out the back. Point to Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. What a set for the Cowgirls, 25-15, and a 2-1 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows lead in the match. Set 4 is next here on 104.9 KLMJ and radio on the go on YouTube. Let's head to set 4. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows leads Hampton-Dumont-CAL 2-1. They've won 2 straight for this 2-1 lead. And a win in this set would result in a backdoor sweep. So HD-Cal, with their backs against the wall, will serve to get the set underway. Some stat leaders here so far. HD-Cal's Madison Helskov 7 kills, Albers 3, Subert 2. Harper Nerling with 4, and here is a service ace for Hampton-Dumont-CAL to get the set underway. Conley Hansen with her first ace of the night, team 7th. Up in the middle. What a swing by Finneran for her 4th kill of the match. Tied at 1. And if the Bulldogs win this set, we will head to set 5. And it would be the 3rd time in 3 matches the Bulldogs would have done that if they get there. If they're going to win, then that's how it's going to happen. Albers pushes it left, bounces on top of the net on its way over. Dig is made by Hansen on the return by CGD. Albers left side launches it long. CGD with the points. 2-1 Cowgirls. Ella Finneran and Blair Askelson each with 4 kills. Harper Nerling with 4 as well. This serve lands, inbounds, a service ace for CGD. HD-Cal thought it was out, but it was in from Harper Nerling. Unreal, her 7th ace of the match. 3-1 CGD. Servers received by Helskov. They set it left. Albers fires it over the net, and the dig is made by Nerline. Pancake dig by Suber to keep the play alive, and returned over the net by Albers, and it landed just out of bounds. Holy smokes, what a point. CGD leads at 4-1. HD-Cal has not been able to find any breaks, however. Extremely close to the line, but it was certainly out of bounds. Nerline serves. Over the net it comes. Received by Helskov on the dive, and that is an ace. And a timeout has quickly been called by Hampton-Dumont-CAL coach Sarah Miller. Cowgirls 5, Bulldogs 1 here in set number 4. Five to 1 CGD after the timeout. Serve is received by HD-Cal. We're in set number 4. The Cowgirls lead it 2-1 over to Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Swing in the middle, and it's a point to CGD with Finneran. Now a team high 5 kills for her. Cowgirls lead it 6-1 here in set 4. Dropped the first set, but have won the last 2. Smacked over the net by Albers. Left side attack, and a point to CGD. This one from Claire Kirstein. Seven to 1 Cowgirls here in set 4. Looking like they have a chance to run away with this thing. That serve sails way long. But the serving, for the most part, for CGD has been on point. 12 aces, 6 service errors. Back to serve right now, Albers of HD-Cal. Angles right, received by Eskelson. It's going to be a joust around. Oh, HD-Cal might have gotten away with a double. Pushed over by Askelson from the middle. Lofted up toward the back line. Set over the net. And a point to HD-Cal. Much needed kill for Addison Albers. Now 7-3. And this serve goes into the net. Just when something starts going right, HD-Cal commits their 11th service error of the match. It's only 7 aces. 8-3 CGD. Here comes the serve from Finneran. Up to the left, Helskov. Into the blockers. There's a kill for Helskov. Much needed point right there. Now it's 8-4 CGD. That was a beautiful set from Kenley Hansen in the middle. And Helskov did what she does best. Here comes the serve from Eilderts. That is long. "12 service errors on the match for the Bulldogs. 9-4 CGD. Here comes over the net. Up to the middle, Subert. Smack too far to the right and back. Point to the Cowgirls. 9-4. Make it 10-4 actually. Here comes the serve from CGD. This would be a huge win for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows if they're able to finish it off. On paper, HT Cal is the better team, no doubt. Left side, Helskov. And she does get the point this time. For her 9th kill, that's the team high. 10-5 CGD. You look at the bound power rankings, HT Cal is ranked well ahead of CGD. The serve heads toward the back line. Cleanly playable. Dig by Eilderts. Now Hansen misses the set. Just an error committed that time. 11-5 CGD. The set pretty much went nowhere. Didn't give anyone a chance. Certainly an off night in many areas for HT Cal. Again, it is only their 3rd match of the season. And the 7th for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Left side attack, dig is made by Eilderts. Subert rises up, goes into the blockers of CGD. The Cowgirls get a point. Engstrom and Nerling combine for it. 12-5, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. HT Cal made it interesting, got it to within 8-4. But a 4-1 run again by the Cowgirls. Lunging serve received by Eilderts. Set to the right at Subert, fading back. Angles it left. Askelson down to the ground, gets the dig. Eilderts got kind of on top of it on that dig attempt. And it's going to be a point to CGD. They lead at 13-5. If these scores hold, both teams would move to 1-1 in the North Central Conference. Up in the air. And it's going to be a point to CGD after a joust around to the net. 14-5. And now they are 11 points away from the victory. Not sure you can really give anyone an actual kill on that. If anyone, Engstrom, I suppose. And here comes the serve. Up to the net on the left side, Helskov swings it down for the HT Cal points. 14-6. Helskov into double figures with 10 kills. And she'll head back to serve. New AD Lance Thompson standing in the doorway, watching this thing play out. Here's a block up on the right side. Subert and Morton up there. Smack it down. Get the rejection. 14-7 CGD. And Helskov will serve again. Fires it over from on both feet. Too far long. 13 service errors by HT Cal in the match. CGD makes a substitution. Finneran comes in, replacing Smith. Cowgirls lead at 15-7. Engstrom to serve, fires it over. Oh, it looked to be heading along, but that's going to result in an ace. Broquet off her fingertips. 16-7 CGD. Goes down as the 13th service ace by CGD in the match. What a performance this is going to be by the Cowgirls if they're able to finish this off here. Serve heading to the back line. And Subert fires it long to the right. 17-7 CGD. And the Cowgirls looking like they're going to come on the road and spoil the home conference opener here for HT Cal. 17-7 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows in set number 4. Subert rises up, smacks the return back with 2 hands. 17-8. Wasn't even that hard of a swing, but placed it down where no Cowgirl players were at. This serve does make it over. Joust at the net. Point HT Cal. Bridget Broquet up there, leaps up, wins the joust, and records the Bulldog point. 17-9. This is still a huge hole to dig out of for HD-Cal. Subert serves at angles right, just gets over the nets. Dumped over there by Nerline. And returned back by HD-Cal. Left side, Kirstein. Left side attack here by HD-Cal with Albers. That is just her 5th kill of the match. 17-10 CGD. But the Bulldogs have been putting a little bit of pressure on, and this is a short serve here from Subert into the net. 18-10 CGD. 14 service errors, 7 aces here for the Bulldogs. And again, the serving is going to be a big key for head coach Sarah Miller, but has not been their strong point here in this one. Here's a point to HD-Cal with Albers into the CGD blockers and down. And now it's 18-11. On the verge of back-to-back blowout sets here by CGD. Well in control the whole way here in sets 3 and 4. And this thing was tipped by HD-Cal. It was really close, but CGD will get the point, 19-11. And that was Finneran recording the kill. And now we got Madison Helskov heading over to talk to the up ref with a 19-11 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows lead. And now she comes back over to share the news with Sarah Miller. Might be disputing that last call. It was determined that the ball was tipped by an HD-Cal player. So they got to make sure everyone's in the correct rotation. Bulldogs are running around in the court. And here we go. Here's the serve by CGD, received by Alders, right up against the net, Hansen. And launched toward the back row. Up on the left side, Kirstein into the blockers of HD-Cal. Broquet and Cooper up there on the right side to combine for it. 19-12. Still a long road ahead here for HD-Cal. 6 more points is all CGD needs. And they'll close out a 3-1 victory. Lost 3-1 last week. Albers serves, played to the back row. On the right side, and the dig is made by the Albers in the back row of HD-Cal. Huge swing by Madison Helskov left side. (19-13). The serve heads to the back line, angles out of bounds. What a save. Oh, it was almost a great save by Claire Kirstein over on the other side. And now it's going to be a timeout called by Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 19-14 is the Cowgirl lead over to Hampton-Dumont-CAL here in set number 4 on 104.9 KLMJ and radio on the go on YouTube. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 19, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 14. We are in set 4. Cowgirls lead at 2-1 and are 6 points away from a comeback victory after Hampton-Dumont-CAL took the first set. CGD won sets 2 and 3. And now have a chance to take home set 4 in dominant fashion. The Bulldogs have put a little bit of pressure on, causing a CGD timeout. This will be free balled here by the Cowgirls by Kirstein over the net. Left side attack, Helskov over top the blockers, up in the air it goes, sailing out of bounds. That one, I think, brings the Bulldog crowd to life. It's now a 4-point deficit. 19-15. It was 19-11. It was so 4 straight points here for the Bulldogs. Not over yet. HD-Cal making it closer. CGD still has the inside track. From the middle, Albers swings it over. And it's going to be a kill. The dig attempt by Brooks went up into the net. 19-16. The Bulldogs are not going down easy. Albers serves again. Serve received cleanly. Askelson left side. What a diving dig made by Albers to keep the play alive. Now Helskov to the back line. Up toward the middle. What a kill in the center. Met by Bridget Broquet at the net. And it is a 2-point game. HD-Cal trying to come back in a huge way. Up to the left side, here comes Askelson, tipped at the net, but a net violation on Hampton-Dumont-CAL. It's going to be a CGD point. That's one that the Bulldogs certainly should probably have let just go, because it did not appear it was going to be tipped over by CGD, but the Cowgirls put it in the net. Service error by Finneran. 20-18 Cowgirls. Eilderts will serve here for HD-Cal. A big spot for a freshman. She gets it over the net. It's received by Brooks. Off target set, over toward the back line, kept alive, it hit the wall, and it's going to be a CGD point. 21-18 Cowgirls, they're 4 points away from the victory. Claire Kirstein to serve. It's received by Albers. Left side, Helskov with the attack. Oh, what a dig by Eilderts to keep the play alive. Helskov, another opportunity, puts it down. 21-19 CGD. The Bulldogs are coming back. What a dive here on the near side by CGD. A 2-point Cowgirl lead. Left side attack, makes it over the net. Helskov in the right spot for the dig. They set it to Subert, puts it away off of the block attempt of Engstrom. Now the Bulldogs can sense it. Anyone set right here. Here comes the serve. To the back line, that's gonna be an ace! And we are tied at 21. 21-all here in set number 4. Timeout, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. What an epic set this is. We'll keep it right here for this timeout. 21-all. It was 19-11, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows not too long ago. But the Bulldogs, just like last week against St. Edmund, are showing some fantastic grit here in this set. $21-all. Bulldogs looking to force set 5. CGD looking to win it in 4. What a huge service ace that was by Elsie Cooper. Timeout is over with. 21-all in set 4. Here comes the serve. It's received by Brooks. To the right side. The dig is made by Cooper. Left side, Helskov. Being tapped around. CGD will have to free ball it. Set to Subert. Pushes it. That's going to be a point to HD-Cal. Brooks reached up. Tried to keep it in play. And now the Bulldogs have a lead. Improbable. Here comes another serve. That hits the line. A service ace again by Cooper. 23-21 Bulldogs. And now it's getting wacky here in the new HD-CAL gym. This serve is received cleanly. Right side through the blockers. That's a Clarion-Goldfield-Dows point with Engstrom. 23-22 HD-CAL. Trying to force set 5 for what would be the third straight match. Askelson will serve for the Cowgirls. It goes over the net. Played by Alderts. Hansen sets. Helskov down for the point. And now it is set point Bulldogs. 24-22. Madison Helskov coming in clutch. Set point Bulldogs looking to send this to set 5. Here comes the serve. Almost unreturnable. It's a behind the back free ball. Lofted up by Alderts. Albers left side. The dig is made by Smith. Lofted up high. What a dig by Alderts. Helskov sets a left. Albers puts it down for the kill. A close call, but it hits the line. And Hampton-Dumont-CAL wins it 25-22. We're heading to set 5 momentarily here on 104.9 KLMJ and radio on the go on YouTube. This thing's getting wacky in here. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we are going to set 5 between Clarion-Goldfield-Dows and Hampton-Dumont-CAL. The Bulldogs trailed 19-11 in set 4 and won the set 25-22. Unbelievable. Madison Helskov started cranking up the intensity at outside hitter. Now 13 kills, with many of them coming in that 4th set to send it to the 5th. What a gut punch to CGD to lead by 8. To only be 6 points away like that and let it slip away. But HD-CAL, with all the momentum in the world right now, has no reason to believe they can't win this at this point. CGD will serve with Nerline. From left to right, here it comes. Over the net it goes. It's received by Alderts. Set number 5, here we go. Albers gets the kill, and Hampton-Dumont-CAL leads it 1-0. Swung it into the blockers of CGD for her 8th kill of the match. This is the third match that HD-Cal has played this season. All of them have gone to set 5. Albers serves. Angles right, received cleanly by Engstrom. Up in the middle, Askelson. HD-Cal went to set up the block, couldn't quite get it. Hansen sets Helskov into the blockers and down. HD-Cal gets the point. They lead at 2-0. Complete opposite of sets 3 and 4. They come out firing here in set 5 and take the early lead. They got down big in those previous 2 sets. Albers serves again. Angles right, received by Askelson. Up into the nets. And it's going to be free ball returned. However, a lift is called on CGD. 3-0 Bulldogs. Albers serves long, and that is a service error. You'll typically see, once you get a rally going like that, an aggressive serve start to happen. That's the 15th service error of the match and the 9th ace. Finneran out to serve for CGD. It goes into the nets. Four to 1, Hampton-Dumont-CAL. CGD has had a good serving night, but they've had some costly errors here in the last couple sets. Eildert serves. Hard serve over the net it goes. Smith there to receive it. Kind of gets knocked to the right. Oh, looks to be going out. Helskov left side, launches it too far long. 4-2. I have to imagine gaining some better control might go a long way here for the Bulldogs. They've had a lot of those misfired shots tonight. Don't quite think they're hitting negative, but it's probably close. But Helskov comes up with a hook shot on the right side. Causes a lift by CGD. 5-2 Bulldogs. I think they got the scoreboard wrong. Hold on, now they're going to say it was a CGD point? Oh. I guess it hit the net before it went down. Okay, so 4-3 HD-Cal. And this serve goes in the nets. Missed by Kirstein. 9 service errors, 13 aces by CGD. That was a tough one. HD-Cal with a serve. This one from Cooper. Up on the right side. Oh, they couldn't quite get the dig. What a kill by Engstrom. Got right between the Bulldog defenders in the back line. 5-4. HD-Cal still with a lead here in set 5. It's CGD's first 5-set match of the season. Only their second best of 5 match, however. Askelson serves, played cleanly. Helskov left side. And Askelson in the right spot for the dig. A reach out dig here for Helskov. Bulldogs can't return it, and now we are tied at 5 here in set 5. It's going to be a fight to the death here down the stretch. Askelson serves. Eildert's there to receive it. Helskov loads up, fires on the left. Ricocheted to the net by CGD. Subert pushes it toward the back line. Lofted up high. Kirstein left side. Oh, it goes down for a kill. And now CGD leads at 6-5. It was a free ball, but at that point, but HD-Cal was not in the right spot. 6-5 Cowgirls. First of 15 wins it. Askelson serves. Lofted up by Helskov. Here comes Subert, pushes it into the net. She went to free ball it over, and now it is 7-5 CGD. Timeout called by Coach Miller of Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 7, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 5, here in set 5. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 7, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 5 in set 5. Bulldogs had the lead for early on in the set, as many as 2 points. They had a 5-3 lead. But some mistakes committed have given the Cowgirls new life. It's going to have to be a long free ball. Eilderts, they do get it over. Holy smokes, HD Cal gets bailed out. Kirstein, a diving dig is made by Albers in the back line. Helskov left side, over top the blockers. They can't get it back. What a point. What a shot by Helskov. Coming up with some big ones here. Down the stretch. Serve is received cleanly by CGD. Askelson sets right. And it's going to be a point to Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Engstrom with a kill up on the left side, or on the right side. 8-6, CGD. Engstrom back to serve. Hard line drive received by Alderts. Subert pushes it over with 2 hands. And it's going to be a point to CGD. They pointed to HD Cal's direction first. A double is called on Subert. They called it HD Cal point first. Everyone here is probably wondering what in the world was that. 9-6 CGD here in set 5. First to 15 wins it, and he got a win by 2. Engstrom serves. Line drive, they get it over. Helskov with a set. Albers up on the left. Over top the blockers of CGD. It's going to be a joust around and a point to HD Cal after a lift on CGD. Cowgirls lobbying for a net violation on Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Subert will serve. Leaps and fires it over. It's received by Brooks, the libero of CGD. Askelson will overpass it. Left side Albers, dug by Brooks. CGD a little out of sorts. Off-kilter shot by Subert, and Albers, hold on a sec, it's going to be an over-the-net violation called on HD Cal. 10-7 CGD. Subert to the bench, in comes Alderts. Cowgirls are 5 points away from a victory. Brooks back to serve. Up in the air, left side attack. Albers was in the net, came flying up in. Point to Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. They lead at 11-7. Costly mistakes by the Bulldogs here down the stretch. Hard serve by Brooks. It's received by Alderts. Left side, Albers gets it over. Brooks with a dig. Askelson sets it right. And a dig by Helskov on the other side. Morton gonna have to play it from out of bounds. What a dig by CGD. Lunging is Nerline. And firing it down for the kill. 12-7, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, and a timeout has been called by Hampton-Dumont-CAL. Nerline's 5th kill of the match. 12-7, the Cowgirls are 3 points away from the victory. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 12, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 7 here in set 5. First to 15 wins, and he got a win by 2. HD Cal controlled the early portion of this set, but the Cowgirls stormed back and now have their largest lead of the set after some costly Bulldog mistakes. Some attack errors, service errors. And there's going to be an ace by Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 13-7 is their lead. The Cowgirls are 2 points away from an incredible victory. Brooks serves with a left hand. Over the net it goes. Helskov sets left. Albers into the net. Oh, it's still alive. And free ball by Helskov. Up to the left side. Here comes a shot. It's dug on the other side by Cooper. Helskov from out of bounds. Free ball by Albers. Kirstein sets it. Pushed over by Claire Kirstein. And that is a Clarion-Goldfield-Dows point. It is now match point for the Cowgirls at 14-7. 1 point away from an epic victory. Brooks to serve. Playable for HD-Cal. Helskov sets Albers, launches it to the back line and out, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows picks up a 15-7 victory. What an epic match here tonight between these North Central Conference teams. Back and forth the whole way, and the Cowgirls have the last say in this one. 15-7 in set 5. Post-game coverage is next. We've reached the end of this one. Another 5-setter. Hampton-Dumont-CAL falls to Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 3-2. And let's go back and look at the scores. Bulldogs took the first set 25-19. CGD won the next two, 25-20 in set 2 and 25-15 in the most lopsided one of the night in set 3. Then in set 4, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows built a 19-11 lead, but the Bulldogs answered to win a 25-22 in one of the wackiest sets you'll see. After the Bulldogs had a lead early on the 5th set, CGD stormed back and took what they knew they could get earlier on that had to feel like they let it slip away in set 4, and CGD ends up bailing themselves out, if you will. 15-7, the final score in set 5. Some of the stat leaders in this one, starting for the Cowgirls, 5 kills apiece by Ella Engstrom, Ella Finneran, and Harper Nerling. 4 by Blair Askelson, 3 by Claire Kirstein, and 2 by Jacqueline Kirstein. And Madison Helskov led the Bulldogs with 14. 8 by Addison Albers, 3 by Subert, 2 by Broquet, 1 apiece by Hanson, Morton, and Cooper. Bulldogs are now 1-2 on the season, 1-1 in the North Central Conference. Their next action, they will be at a tournament at Belmont-Clemmy on Saturday. Got some good matches under their belts there. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows is now 3-4, and 1-1 North Central Conference play. Their next action, they will be at a tournament at South Hardin on Saturday. All right, I'm going to step aside momentarily. I'll conclude post-game coverage next. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 3, Hampton-Dumont-CAL 2, including 15-7 in set number 5. I'm going to record some post-game interviews, and we'll throw them up on YouTube here, so check those out later tonight. This has been High School Volleyball on your home for local high school sports, 104.9 KLMJ and Radio on the Go on YouTube. I'm John Mowinkle saying good night from the Hampton-Dumont-CAL Gym.